Rest day on the Dakar, a time to rest the bones and fix the metal. The bivouac takes a break in Mauritania. The riders in particular know this is just a brief respite. Still over 2,000 kilometers of racing special before the Lac Rose in Senegal. And for both the privateers and the mechanics from the bigger teams, this is vital preparation time ahead of the push for home. It's been busy, very, very busy, right from the very start, all the way from Portugal, right through to this point. Those who made it home very late last night, well, you had to feel sorry for them. Ian Myers, I can tell you, from M&S Motorcycles, the part of the Desert Rose group, being looked after by Patsy Quick. He came home. A rest is what everybody was looking forward to. Well, after the mist, the sandstorms, and just about everything else that the desert could throw at them, riders were still having their hearts broken out there. Eric Pirou was one of those. We dropped in to have a word. If he'd finished this Dakar, he would have finished 17 times. It's his 21st participation. And he says it's all over. I don't know exactly what's gone wrong here. I think I've just been pushing the bike too hard. I think I've broken a piston. It's a pity, because I would have changed the engine on the rest day and I would have been able to carry on. I won't tell you what the swear word was. Not happy. I can tell you as well that Robbie Allen, all 65 years of him, he also didn't make it out of stage 7. Well, that's the end of that, he says, Eric Pirou. It would have been nice to be at the beach. Would have had the record for most Dakars finished. Not this time. I think he'll probably be back. If Robbie Allen can do it at age 65, why not Eric Pirou, 10 years his junior? Well, no doubt about the best way to get through the soft sand. It's a camel. Wasn't just sand out there, though, was it? Rocks, evil stuff, and traffic as well. The great thing about the Dakar is that everyone just seems to stop and help everybody else. We've seen that so many times. It was everyone for themselves, though, when it came to the soft sand, unless they were injured, of course. Well, even camera crew, as you saw there, just feeling sorry for them and helping out momentarily, at least just to shift bikes out of the way and let the cars through. I mean, was this a tight squeeze or what? Well, sandstorms yesterday shrouded the end of the stage, and as a result it was cut short, if you can call 400 odd kilometers a short special. More difficulties, didn't matter how big you were. Troubles awaited, and changing a tyre anywhere where it's soft, even where it's hard, is difficult if you've got a truck.
It was quite difficult for the truck, but it's possible to make it, yeah. It depends on the good luck, yeah, but we got a better.
Alex Leprace on board his Tatra. Don't have good luck, he says. Well, he was luckier than most to be out there. Leprace losing 1 hour and 17 minutes on yesterday's stage. On the winner overall, Hans Stacey. Who else? The pioneering bikes were in the desert. And as we said, Robbie Allen didn't make it out. Mick Extons had lost out on stage 6. And of course, let's not forget David Dickinson. Broken ankles on stage 5. He as well part of the Desert Rose outfit that Patsy Quick was looking after. Still in the race, Paul Broom is the lead Brit on his Honda 650 XR. Steve Malone is there, so is Colin Askey and Ian Myers. We're going to get there, he says. We're going to make it. Well, you will if you're helped out by one of the kindly trucks. Incidentally, I can tell you that Jean-Marie Lecour, Chris Hammond, James Willett, one of the backup vehicles for the bowlers, they're also out of this, but the Bowler Spirit team of John Walker, Mark Hawkins and Chris Hunt are still there, along with Ben Gott in the massive 8x8 MAN, which is not competing, but is backup out there. It was evil, even if he had a slightly remodified front end. Philippe Gache here lost quite a bit of bodywork in this Dakar, just got to keep going, and they're a perfect example of why the trips quite often don't read accurate. So much wheel spinning going on out there. The tripometers often tell you you've done more than you have, and it can be confusing if you don't reset it with the GPS as you approach one of the time controls. Danny Roma, he had his difficulties, didn't he? It's been a nightmare rally for him. Had a roll as well. Big rebuilding job. Came in very, very late, and you can see just how stiff he is getting in and out. The car's still showing the bruises from that roll into the soft stuff he'd had the day before. But what about Sousa? Well, rumours about arguments with Andreas Schultz, his co-driver. They got him going here. You've just got to keep going until you can find some firm ground to actually stand on. Sousa went on and on and on because it was just so soft. Maybe he could have stopped just there, but he didn't. Hence the rumours. Poor Andreas Schultz picked up the sand ramps and went looking for him. They spent an hour circling each other in the desert until they finally found each other. Amazing. If locals suddenly just spring up, it's amazing to help out. No help here, though. Going absolutely nowhere, that buggy. And some of the trucks, knowing that if he just went 10 more feet, he was going to get beached on that particular little dune. It was just so soft out there, it was almost nightmarish. Even the bike riders were finding themselves in trouble. And look at this for a picture. Unbelievable. Up on end. Freddie Loix, former teammate of Tommy Mäkinen in the World Rally Championships with Mitsubishi. Had to work hard. And everyone else who was around to help him did so, which was nice. Big Jim, he says. We went over the top of it. That's the Dakar. What can you say? That's the Dakar. Well, being a Belgian, he mixed Flemish and French there, masterfully, as you can see. Did get back underway. They're strong, these buggies. Prefer the faster sections, naturally enough. You saw that, of course, with Schlesser, and of course the Hummer as well. Mohamed Zidane Souaid Ahmed. How about this for a nightmare? Trapped in the drive chain, a nylon tie that had come off something. Could have even been from a Nomad, who knows? There's a piece of cord like a sugar bag blocking the chain. It's it's big doo-doo, he said, and he used stronger words. And he was being helped out as well, two of them working hard. Alain Buzon stopping to help out a rider in distress. Finally, he's free, and so am I, to leave. Great camaraderie once again, middle of the desert yesterday, stage 7. And what about this? Well, believe it or not, this is the car of Ari Vatanen. Thankfully, he is okay, so is his co-driver. The car, though, much less so.